Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me. If you can't hear me, please let me know if anybody pops on here. Today, we're going to talk about the law that I don't hear anyone talk about a lot, and that's the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. And sorry, I sound a little raspy. We had the Leaf Olympics yesterday. I have a huge oak tree in my backyard. Hang on. And we jumped in leaves and had a great time. So I sound a little raspy today from that. But I wanted to pop on here mostly because I'm practicing doing lives. And also, I wanted to talk about perpetual transmutation of energy. And what exactly does that mean? And what it means is we live in an ocean of motion. Everything is energy, everything's always moving, everything is always changing in some way, shape, or form. So the easiest way that I tell myself or help myself understand about the law, perpetual transmutation of energy, I think about it like this: thoughts become feelings, and your feelings become your emotions, and your emotions, um, well, your feelings and your emotions create your actions, and your actions create your whole life. So everything starts with your thoughts and your perspective and how you're feeling about things. And I guess what got me thinking about this today is I woke up feeling not so great, but I forced myself, not forced, I changed my thoughts. My first thoughts immediately upon getting up was, oh no, my throat's itchy. Oh no, I don't have that oomph of energy like I usually have coming out of the bed. But as the morning went on, I kept thinking, I'm feeling better and better. Hydration's helping the itchiness in my throat. And before you knew it, I wasn't even thinking about how I felt slightly rough when I first woke up. I was like, I feel great. I feel great today. I don't sound great. I sound a little raspy, but I feel great because I transmuted that energy. I didn't hang on to those thoughts of, oh no, am I getting sick? Oh no, am I having allergy symptoms? Because my husband was like, you need to take an Allegra D. And I was like, no, I'm not taking an Allegra D. I do not need an Allegra D. Then if you're listening to me, you're probably like, girl, you needed an Allegra D because I sound all raspy. But anyway, if you think of a plant and you put a seed in the ground and that seed becomes a tree, that energy from that seed is transmuting from the invisible to the visible, and it becomes the tree. So that's how our thoughts shape our life, and we can totally control that. We can totally control what we're thinking about. We can, which means we can control how we feel. And something I've been thinking about a lot, and I used to be really hung up on this about other people making me feel irritated. And I realized that no one outside of me can control how I feel. Can I tell you what a game changer that's been in my life? No one outside of me can ever control how I feel. So if I feel happy, n- only I can make myself feel irritated. I can just let words go by now. I read that once in a book. If you just let words go by, like they're scrolling across the bottom of a screen, and you don't attach emotion or how you feel to them because you've already decided to feel good, that is how you can get through your day. And you just let anyone difficult that you're having to deal with, you just let what they're saying just roll on by. It does not affect you. And that takes some practice. I didn't get there overnight, but I'm just letting you know there's nobody outside of you that can ever upset you or ruin your day. Only you can do that by the way you let them affect how you think and how you feel. So, what you imagine, what you feel, and what you repeatedly focus on begins to take shape in your reality. So you can shift any situation by just shifting your energy, and higher vibrations like love and gratitude and peace, they always transform the lower vibrations. You don't need massive changes, just small changes create big differences. So if you just try to realize you're never stuck, you can always redirect your reality, and you can transmute the situations you're in by first starting with your thoughts about that situation. Does that make sense? So shift your thoughts from fear to faith if you feel like you're vibrating in fear. Replace your worry with intentional visualization. Speak what you want rather than what you don't want. I feel like I say that all the time. I have to say that to myself all the time. That's why I'm always telling you guys that. Focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. And take one aligned action toward your desire every day. So, like, I want to grow my YouTube channel. Okay, here I am, raspy voice and all. Um, I think I'm doing okay, and I'm learning more about doing the live stream. So that's my taking action toward something I desire today. So you think about what you desire to do and just take one small action toward it. Make it fun. Don't make it something that you're dreading. Um, and here's today's affirmation. My energy is always transforming to higher forms. I direct my thoughts with intention, and the universe arranges itself around my vibration. The universe arranges itself around my vibration. And if you don't hear anything else I said, hear that, please. Um, Everything is energy, and the vibration you're in is what attracts everything into your life. I have learned this the hard way, and I know that it is true. So, thank you for watching this far, and I just really appreciate you giving me your time and your attention. And I'm going to pop off here and drink some hot tea because I'm feeling a little itchy. But I sure had fun jumping in the leaves yesterday. Go out and have some fun. I love you so much. Bye.